All right, we should get started, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
We don't.
Well, I just want to say again, face to face, that the Robin DiAngelo thing made my week, man. That was great.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
And I mentioned to my son that you made the Hitler reference because this is what we've been saying about the way that these people talk about race, right? I mean, we've seen where this train goes, and you might think there's some other spur, but eventually this motherfucker is going to wind up in Auschwitz, right?
Yeah.
Right. Well, can we expand on that a little bit? Because I'm relatively new to reading this kind of literature, so I don't
read it at all. So I mean,
okay.
But I've read enough snippets of that stuff, and in fact, my son just had to sit through a training on this stuff at his university yesterday. So there's like Zoom and a lot of it, and like he only learned the borderland trope like when he was in graduate school. So it was around the time that the borderland thing was like leaving, but the professional race relations consultants use it now too. So it's like all this stuff. But no, I mean, the conversation we've been having about this is pretty straightforward, that racism is the belief that races exist. Punto.
Right.
Fin.
Right.
Nada más, right? I mean, and so if you insist that race is real, which apparently more and more of the people who are coming at the likes of us as class reductionists insist, they're a racist, right? Like in the literal sense, right?
Because they're stressing it, race over other factors?
Not just because they're stressing it, but that they insist that we treat it as an essentialist category that's rooted either in biology or culture dressed up as biology, or biology dressed up as culture, because they really come out to be the same thing. So it's not. And what people typically, think or want to think is that racism is the belief that some races are better than others, and some should be persecuted by those that are better. But what they have a lot of trouble wrapping their minds around is, and I've taught this for decades, that no, racism is the belief that there is some subspecific, naturally occurring population within Homo sapiens that exists between the level of the species and the local breeding population. And those are called races, and I've often said to people, every time you hear the word race, think unicorn, because it's the same thing. Right.
Right. But it's also, and the same people who have that kind of implicitly in their understanding, they talk about race as a social construction, right, but they don't actually view it that way.
Yeah, no, it's like doing like that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, race is a social construction.
Right. And genuflecting, yeah.
Right, yeah,
just
exactly.
listening and not viewing, yeah.